Hello, my name is Sheldon here. Welcome back for another episode of HoI Ep83 mod as People's Republic of China. So, we did manage to clear out Hokkaido previous episode. We did manage to actually link up, or take Mutsu and link up with the troops that we have in here. And actually, what we can now do is retreat these 3 units. And then I suppose these 3 can start moving in. Is there... Right, so these kind of need to regain their organization still. But we do have, well, we are going to be taking the islands here very shortly, and then I suppose now that we are able to, once we get some more ships, or planes in here rather, we'll start doing a bit of bombing runs on the enemy troops, and we should be able to break the attacks relatively easily, now especially since we're no longer surrounded. We're not taking as much damage, and thus the battle can rage on for a lot longer. We still, of course, as per usual, we have still the prolonged combat. We'll have a look at that in a bit, but we'll have the prolonged combat in Himeji, and that's well, it's not going too well for the enemy. I mean, sure enough, we're taking some losses in here, but it's mostly organization loss rather than anything else. While the enemy is definitely taking a lot of strength losses as well. So I'm really interested to see how or what the numbers look like once the combat is actually over. Do we still have the... Oh, there's a unit there. Alright, let's just transport that in. Let's go ahead and also send a couple more units down south. Also, we have more and more troops in the combat. The enemy... Oh, yeah, the enemy is losing a lot of strength there already. And we got our bombers now here. Of course, they're not really ready to start flying quite yet. But soon enough, they should be able to, and we can start wrecking probably both of these provinces. We do also have the troops in the Western Front now getting ready to start fighting, although we're running a little bit low on fuel, which I can definitely see having a bit of an impact on the situation. Oh, the Soviets got shatter over there. Okay, and I think, well, no, some of them are still moving at least. Our troops, that is. But due to lack of fuel, yeah, we can't attack quite yet. So the Soviet fuel situation is pretty bad. In the meanwhile, the Japanese still have about 200 units attacking us in Himeji. Oh dear, we got manganese. Oh, right, because our total IC has been increasing, I think. Or maybe not. We do need a manganese. Oh, a flying prototype. Right, before I forget, let's go ahead and buy manganese. It's probably going to be from the Soviets. Yeah, the Soviets have plenty. We'll buy that. And then another infantry division can go to the 24th Corps. Got so many headquarters already. There's another one tomorrow, and then after that, a few days later, we'll get another one. So we'll have a full corps heading westward soon enough. There's a bit of air combat over Himeji, and there we go, Nagoya. We did a bit of damage on the airbase. Oh, there we go, we're under attack. Oh, so we did manage to redeploy everything in there at the same time. Good. Now, I suspect that this infantry division is going to have some hard time in here, trying to attack us. There's a Soviet rifle division that is going to shatter very shortly, I reckon. But assuming that that doesn't have an impact on our troop movements, I'm going to go ahead and redeploy these troops into Podolsk if I'm able to. And then these troops, I mean, I suppose we did redeploy a lot. Okay, they got a little bit of fuel, but not enough. And even most of the troops that are currently in combat are actually in pretty good shape still. So we can keep things as is. And now in Hashino... Oh, Kuji is already empty. Right, so they basically just shatter everything that they had in here. Oh no, we lost the mass livestock. Okay, well that's a bit less manpower then. Ooh, naval bomber prototype, and there's another infantry division. Let's assign that, and then I suppose we did get some more bomber prototypes and all that. I'm going to go ahead and get another light bomber group. So one squadron of twin-engine fighters, and then some light bombers. There's some pillboxes being built. Now, to be fair, these pillboxes are on the western front, or western border of ours. But in case the Soviet Union falls, I'm trying to make sure that they don't, but there is always a risk that they will. So I'd rather be prepared. It looks like the... Oh, yeah, crown attack into Enzuruga. And the enemy units attacking it here are soon shattering. So that means that we can then probably start pushing all the way to Akita. And Akita does have a bit of crude oil production as well, which is one of the few remaining crude oil productions that the Japanese have. So the sooner we get that, the better. Right, do we have the planes in... I suppose this was going to be good enough. Do a bit of ground attack in there. It doesn't need to be continuous. They do have interceptors in here, though. And actually, well, it's interceptors with some other planes, I presume. So they are dealing some damage with the bombing runs, but it's not that much, or that bad in the end. And we've got a full front line in here already. Hey, there we go. We did take 20,000 casualties, 40,000 casualties in this. They've still got some armored units in here as well. Okay. Oh, actually, how's the battle in the Western Front? Oh no, it's going pretty well. And we got the naval build time reduction again. The armor build time is slightly reduced. And then back into Japan. So our troops over here, as soon as we're able to, we'll start attacking that armored unit. There we go. So we'll take, let's say, 5 units attacking that one. Then we'll take the naval infantry and everything else over there along the coastline. Almori, we should have ground attacks going for that as well. Oh, and we got air combat over Moscow. On Turvo, so we did win the battle there. Are we ready to attack with these? We could potentially do so. There's some armored stuff in there. I suppose one of the things that I could do, alternatively, is try to link up or push a bit further southwest with the troops that we have available in here. I suspect that the enemy troops over there aren't really the greatest. Of course, the fuel situation is so dire that as soon as we start moving, we'll probably run out. Or soon enough, anyway. So we'll hold off on that one. And we've got another air combat over Himeji. I'd imagine that the castles over there are taking quite a bit of beating now. Oh, right, we're going to invest in the chromite mine. Sure. And then how are we doing on the... Oh, we could upgrade the road network. Did we already upgrade that one, to be fair? No, we didn't. Okay, so we could go ahead and just upgrade that a few times to level 8. Oh, there's a build-up resource substitution as well. There we go. Let's get some more crude oil engineering. Oh, that's the same province again, so that actually makes life a lot easier. Just need to queue up a few more buildings for it. But there we go. So that should be, technically speaking, up to 36 base oil already. We got a 60% boost from the oil rigs already. Plus we get a 36.6% from the various other modifiers. So that should be a pretty decent boost on the oil production once it's fully sorted out. So maybe we can keep our fuel situation somewhat under control. Of course, we are building the petroleum refinery, so that's going to help us in the long run. But right now, we don't have enough of them. Ooh, Brigade HQ advance, there we go. 4 HQ advance, Army Group HQ advance. I'm guessing there's a bit of... oh yeah, there's a lot of ahead of time stuff now. Stop that one, that one. I suppose that's actually the only two that we need to stop currently. Oh, the carrier air groups are almost done. Alright then. We're getting some air bases built. Some more infantry will be done sooner. We will get some replacement assault ships, which is probably going to be very useful. And actually, it's... Oh, right, we do still provide the shore bombardment in here. Well, there we go. They got 19 armor, so that shouldn't really be that big of a problem for us. Of course, they do have fairly good defense modifiers in here. Do we have any more troops that we can... Oh yeah, these two could move forward. And then we've got a few more in here that are slowly recuperating. We can probably get these to Mutsu. The headquarters can probably stay behind for now. Do we still have someone on the ships? Not as far as I can tell. I'm going to send the landing craft back to Korea. And then I might need to go ahead and just... actually, the assault ships, they're not that bad in strengths. It's just organization is a bit low, but they are regaining organization at least, I think. Yeah, they are. Not very quickly, but they are. I might need to repair their ships, though. I'm going to go ahead and send these to Sapporo, or the first battle fleet. There's a few ships there that have taken a bit of damage. I don't know if it's been bombers flying overhead or something like that, dropping a few surprises for them. Right, so the enemy is retreating from there. We could potentially just go ahead and... We're 2 divisions behind. There's fortifications in there, so we should be fine. If we can get to the woods... And then I suppose we got a lot of troops in here that kind of... Oh, copper export. Do we have a lot of copper? We got 7, so yeah, we're going to force selling some copper to the British, I suppose. We've still got the mechanized units in here, but I suppose since the fuel situation's already so dire for the Soviets, we probably shouldn't do too much about it. We are running a bit low on fuel as well. It looks like the situation in Amori. Slowly winning that. Oh, there we go. There's 400 casualties for them there. Spotting advance. Oh, we did get intercepted, though. We've taken... Oh, hold on a minute. That's where they got the interceptors, don't they? I'm going to keep moving these 2 down south. Actually, I could probably... I don't know if I should really, but I probably could. But there's always a chance that we'll get intercepted along the way. Send one of the naval infantry down south as well. I suppose since there's no one stopping us from moving further southeast, we might as well get to Miyako. So this way we can hopefully... gain enough ground over here that they won't have... Well, assuming that we can take the airfield at Kita, there's not going to be much defenders remaining Or not a lot of planes in here, so we can do our bombing runs pretty much unopposed at that point. How's the major looking like? We got another general that should probably retreat. That's actually myself. Alright then. Well, brave Sir Robin. Oh, there we go. They're doing a bit of counterattack, but it's not really going to go all that well for them, I hope. We are running a little bit low on officers again. But I suppose there's several combats going on still, which is definitely having an impact. Well, there we go. They're doing counterattack to Kuji from Akita, so if we win this combat, which is very likely that we will... Actually, the one unit that was advancing, we're going to start retreating in there. That's another infantry unit. And then we've got a bit of extra production, actually. I think I'm going to go ahead and get some more close air support. There we go, so that's another air group of close air support available for later. We're winning the battle there. Kanazawa, we are fighting... Ooh. They took quite a bit of losses there. Or organization loss, at least. They actually took more damage than we did. But yeah, if the troops attacking from Akita are going to be shattering in due time, then we'll have a fairly good situation in here. And we can take over the airfield. And that's going to be another port that we can access from the western side. Without having to sail through here, essentially. We do have, I suppose, the submarines. I'm going to go ahead and park those around outside of Tokyo. I just want to see where they have their ships, to be fair. Like, we know that the battleship is not there anymore. I'm pretty sure that my bombers did not sink it. I could be mistaken. Ooh, Army HQ advanced. There we go. That's probably ahead of time now. Yep. So that's even less combat delay. I don't think there's much of a combat delay at this point for us anyway. And there's another motorized division that might need to retreat by now. We'll pull that one back. Do we have more infantry? We could probably send another infantry division there. There's going to be several enemy units that will be shattering shortly. Still that elite light infantry division attacking. We've got another 2 infantry units heading in here soon enough. And that armored division is going to be a bit of a problem. I suppose we've got another group of bombers in here. I'm just going to go ahead and do a bit of ground attack on the airfield province. So the sooner we win this combat, I'm pretty sure that especially once we get some more of the heavy AT units in here, that armored division attacking from the south, while it does have armor of 30, or 40, sorry, actually it is more than what we have piercing attack on these, but once we get the heavy AT in there, that's going to be changing rather rapidly. Well, there we go, that's 300 casualties in Akita. There we go, that's 30% or less than 30% strength now, with the attacking units from there. Sweden wants to buy some more energy from us, I suppose that's alright. I like the money. And let's have a look at the... Oh, right, we're under attack over here. Right, we are under attack by quite a bit of bombers as well. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... Oh, there's no one in there. Okay. Nora for Minsk. Also, where's the... Right, intercepting. I'm going to go ahead and switch my intercepting into cover mostly my troops right now. Something like that will do. Oh, and Tula is under attack. Well, that might be a bit of a bad news for the Germans attacking. They've got they've got quite a bit of armor in there, but we've got piercing attack to make a short, well, get some quick results in there, let's say. We might need to retreat another mercenary infantry. I'm going to go ahead and pull that down south. It's got the infantry tanks anyway. But yeah, oh, major victory. There we go. Amore. I wouldn't really necessarily consider that a major victory, but sure, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it. But there we go, they're actually retreating to the northwest, so we might be able to surround that one. And just destroy it. And then I suppose the battle in Kuji. Oh, right, there's not a lot of defenders in Akita anymore, so as soon as we get in here, we could probably start attacking that one. And now we've got the anti-tank guns, at least some of the anti-tank guns in here. The enemy is seemingly taking a lot more casualties. Let's go ahead and take the bomber. Right, so these are the ones that probably were bombing over there. We could divert your attention down south. And there's the bombing runs in here that are taking a bit of a toll on us. That's probably the big reason why we're losing so much manpower, all the officers especially right now. I think at this point though, there's the Portuguese unit. I suppose we can probably attack in here. I'm sure that the Portuguese aren't really that strong. Well, we've got a little bit of river crossing penalties, not that much. Oh no, Kurume. Oh dear. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Do we have... Well, we've got the Neville bombers in here. Do a quick little ground attack. We've got some interceptors in here that are still rather busy. We do have at least a few garrisons. I guess the HQ can probably attack that. It does have a lot of organization, actually. We need to stop that one. I suppose we can bring in a garrison to deal with that. Oh, they did insert our planes there. That's a bit unfortunate, but we're going to start attacking the airfield in here, so that's going to push back some of the planes, at least further south. So they'll have a bit, or it will take a bit longer for them to intercept our planes than... Oh, and there we go. The armored unit is down to 50% strength already, and it's taking pretty quick casualties in now that we've got proper anti-tank guns in there. They do have another armored division along the front line already, though. Do we have... Oh, right, we have gotten some more troops in here. Let's go ahead and send one in there. Another one heading down south. We'll try to encircle that armored division and then destroy it. Well, it's light armor, to be fair. Oh, right, port became unusable. Well, that's alright. We've got some extra ports already. And we won the battle in Akita already, so as soon as we get there, that's going to be a fairly decent increase as well. Right, so since we're defending in here, the enemy's got the shore bombardment. How's the ships looking like? They still need a bit of repairs. How's the measure looking like? Okay, we've got mercenary infantry and other mechanized infantry that need to retreat. So that one and that one. We'll probably send another infantry division over there, and then I suppose maybe we'll send another armored division. Oh, major victory in Kuji. Oh, there we go. Less than 2,000 casualties for us and 9,000 casualties for the enemy. And that does mean that we can go ahead and we'll send one enemy, or one infantry unit there, and then most of these can move south. Actually, we'll take one of these with heavy AT. Which one's got the heavy AT? This one. Head along there. Maybe one of the naval infantry can get in there, and then these two can follow along the coastline as well. We've got two headquarters over here. Oh, self-propelled artillery brigade advanced. There we go. Improving the stats a little bit. Twin engine armored research advanced and gun ability on twin engine planes. So I'm guessing it's the gun ability. So that's probably an armament, I would assume. Yep. That's ahead of time. We can get the gun position for 4 engine planes. Get that in there. It's going to increase the flying boat as well, actually. Interestingly enough. We are soon getting some more single-engine plane stuff, so we can start researching the 1945 models for the... Well, at least the interceptors, and potentially a few other units. Oh, there we go, that's a good Crown and Ruga, and they still got over 200 units in the attack in here in Himeji. But that does mean that they don't have that much troops in the northern side here, so we can basically just keep on pushing further and further south. I mean, not... You know, not forever, but for a little while at least. So attack over there is going fine. The battle end here is a bit painful. We may need to start retreating some of the troops. With these, I'm moving over there, though, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and take the mechanized corps over here. Help in Rapuho. He's getting attacked quite a bit by enemy planes, and we thought we would have interceptors in here, but wow, they haven't managed to replace the planes yet. Of course, oh, actually, over here we got some troops that could move. I thought I had troops in Tula, so oh, it must have been pulled out of there. For whatever reason. Let's just send in some reinforcements there. And then these, as soon as we are able to... Oh, Novominsk is under attack. Hydrophone advance. And battle for Marika is over. Right, there's another infantry division. That's probably the last one, isn't it? Yeah, that was the last one of that corps. I think what we're actually going to do is we'll get some more infantry. I don't think we could build in reserves. We don't necessarily need to. Because, well, actually, no. If it's going to be, especially for the Western Front, it's going to be fine. So we're going to be doing something that does take as little fuel as possible. The supplies-wise, we can use quite a bit. So I'm actually thinking of putting in... Oh, actually, pretty much all the artillery, except the regular artillery, takes some sort of fuel. I'm kind of thinking the rocket artillery, though. That's got a fairly good damage values in there. Increasing toughness as well, but it does increase toughness. Actually, I'm just going to put in regular artillery then. The heavy AT does require a bit of fuel, so... Well, that's not too much, though. But no, we'll try to make this as fuel-free as possible. Division HQ, I suppose horse transport is the only option. And then for the recon, we could get the recon cavalry. Or we could put in something like anti-echo guns. That's actually not a bad idea if we're fighting the Germans. And then the mix support already requires some fuel. I suppose back artillery is another one that doesn't require any fuel. But is there anything else that we could squeeze in here? I suppose engineers do those. They do not require fuel. Okay. So we get a core of these. It's going to take a little bit of manpower, but that's alright. We are getting quite a bit per month still, overall. Even though we're taking some casualties here and there. Oh, they got... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send in one of these over there, and that can probably actually stay put for now. We'll leave at least one unit behind in Mutsu, but the rest of these can start moving south. Actually, do these have... no, these do not have the heavy 80. Oh, that's alright, we're down to 88% officer ratio, so that's probably because of these constant bombing runs in here. I suppose the planes will probably also take a little bit of officer casualties. Which is not really helpful, of course, but it's not much I can do about. Actually, do they take officers? I know that they do, okay. And a vast majority of the manpower in them is technically speaking officers. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Quite often the pilots tend to be officers. Right, well, I've got 6 divisions in the combat currently or the front lines, and they are all in pretty bad shape. We've got 8 divisions ourselves. So, yeah, no, that's gotta be definitely quite something. How's the battle in Narofminsk? Okay, we've got 5 divisions there defending against 2. We've got some fortifications on our side. The fort modifiers are pretty bad for the enemy. But we are out of fuel, which might cause some issues. Oh, there we go, some airframe and small fuel tank research. Okay, now that we've got fuel in here, it's time to go ahead and attack Laptevo. With enough firepower, that enemy unit is going to be evaporating. Oh, we've got a bit of air combat over Himeji. Oh, there we go, we won that, so it was the enemies attacking us there. Right, well, that's fine. In the meanwhile, oh, we haven't got on to Akita quite yet. They got another headquarters in there. But we won that battle. And have we got on the heavy 80 in here? We have. Okay, in that case, it's time to start attacking into Kensanuma. Also, you can start attacking down south. Wreck those tanks if possible. As soon as we get to Akita, these are going to be cut off. And then we can surround them. And destroy them. It's probably going to be shattering though, so it's not going to be permanently destroyed, but it's alright. Now we've got the airfield. And light armor designed to level 9. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can't reach to the next one yet. Let's actually have a look at the designs. We haven't had a look at in a few episodes. Oh, no. Brigades. So armor is still the Type 59. Light armor is now LTTB 85mm D5T. Alright then. We haven't got a new heavy armor, have we? No, that's KV-85 still. Special Post armor is still C-37, and infantry tank is KV-1. Well, the picture doesn't quite match that, to be fair, but that's alright. What about the heavy tank destroyer? Doesn't have a name. And we got the Su-85 still. We haven't gotten a lot of the tank destroyer techs upgraded recently. Assault guns is Su-76. We got Su-76M for the self-propelled artillery, actually. Yeah, we got a little bit of improvements in there. What do we have on the... I know that we got the medium bomber upgraded. Shenyang B5 Beagle. Well, that's definitely a Chinese design already, I'm pretty sure, although the picture doesn't quite match with the name, but that's alright. The flying boats, it's just generic. The naval bomber is still Tupolev, so that's still a Soviet design. And what about the medium bombers? That was Shenyang, and light bomber? Petryakov, so that's still a Soviet design. And we haven't gotten the... You know, this is still Yakov. Yakov lives on the interceptors as well. I have a feeling that is probably going to be changing soon enough, though. But come back over Moscow. Hopefully we can win that. Oh, there we go. We won the battle. Akita is under attack. Well, there's another armored unit there, but we've got some piercing attack in there. Oh, did we... Oh, they had a unit in Tula. Okay, we are winning that one. I suppose these two could actually move in here to help defend Cherpukhov. And I think we may need to retreat at least one of these units. We have the mechanized corps already heading in there as well. How are we holding on in Narofminsk? Relatively well, I would actually say. It's not perfect, but it's a fairly decent amount of damage that we're dealing. Oh, well, there we go. Victory at Hiroshiki. They had something that was trying to retreat in there, I think. Yeah, it's one of the headquarters. As soon as we can send this one into the combat. Here we are. We haven't really done much damage on the enemy armor over here along the coast. Although they do have the shore bombardment still, so that's good. Well, on this side, they are attacking with another armored unit. Of course, that is attacking against a lot of our stuff, so it's not too bad. We've gotten into the mountains in the middle. They got... Oh, that's a Marine HQ over there. Alright, then they do have 2 units in Tsuruoka. I don't know if we'll be able to break through that anytime soon, but I'm suspect that we'll be able to get there eventually. We are going to be getting some more interceptors soon as well. I think we may need to get some interceptors into northern Honshu. There's quite a bit of enemy planes in here. Well, not that much necessarily, but there's some. I suppose another thing that we may need to do... Let's have a look at the planes that we have in Moscow again. Those are mostly fine. They're resting currently. And these are not fine, so we may need to just bring in... Well, oh, there's too many groups already in there. Or squadrons there already. We could potentially redeploy into the northern area there. Or northern air base there. Because that doesn't have as much planes, but I don't know if there's going to be then any supplies for us there. So I'm going to go ahead and reserve these planes in there. And then these I'm going to rebase in there. But that way we're not taking up all the repair capabilities, well, at least not as much repair capabilities from Moscow itself. And then I can just go ahead and redo the air intercept in here. We'll try to do it daily, although, yeah, no, it's mostly daily that they're doing the bombing runs in here. It's a bit of a wider sort of net over here that we're casting. Oh, there we go, fighter pilot training, very good. There's a bit of intercepting going on over here. It's that one, that one's got heavy AT. I'm going to go ahead and send that along the coastline. I think, oh, we did push back the enemy already, there we go. I do wonder if we could get, oh, there we go, we got a victory against the Germans. If we can perhaps encircle some more enemy troops in here. Oh, there's another, oh, there's a Hungarian cavalry division attacking. That's probably not going to... Okay, they do have a German infantry division now helping them. But that's probably not going to go all that well for them, regardless. And we've got the fortifications in here still. And Fort Modifier is... yeah, it's a bit... pretty decent, I would say. I'm hoping that we're going to hold on to Cherbuko. For at least a little bit longer. And if we can get to Kaluga... They have got onto Tula. We got... Oh, right, we are getting into Loptevo right now. With our troops. Oh, and we're out of fuel again. Hey, victory at Akita. Right then, another victory at Akita. We're still, technically speaking, busy defending. There's only 2 headquarters down to the south. Conclusion after victory. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, we're getting some blitzkrieg basics. Are we actually unlocking any techs in here? Probably not too many. There's the elastic defense, I suppose. Does allow us to get some more counterattacks, but I don't know. Air engineering research to level 10 is going to be done in 2 days, so that's going to be quite nice. How's a major battle looking like? Oh, we got 3 units at least that we should retreat. Which would be these 3. Those all can go to the mechanized corps area. We'll send in a few more units instead. Maybe another infantry. Actually, we've still got plenty of units in there. Oh, and we're under attack by the armored units. Of course, the heavy AT is going to be arriving there shortly. Actually, we're not under attack too much in here. We'll leave 1 behind, and these 2 can start moving south. We'll have these 2 moving south, and then we'll give a support attack from here, so that's going to be envelopment penalty for the enemy. Hopefully that's going to be allowing us to break the ranks there soon enough. I'm sure that will be doing a lot of damage at least. But so far so good. We've managed to take a bit more of Honshu, and there's not that much defenders in here. The vast majority of the troops are still busy fighting us in here and getting shattered one by one. Well, some of them don't actually even get shattered, but quite a few of them seemingly do. Oh, there's the interceptors. Right, let's go ahead and start... we'll just start building up a group up here somewhere. Maybe in Busan. Sign that on the Mazedong. Well, the HQ named Mazedong. Let's see, Coalfield is still... Okay, that's going to be done tomorrow, actually. We'll be getting some airfields. Mostly on the west... At least Altai and Utu, I believe, are on the western border. And then Toyohara is going to be... Well, that's in Sakhalin, I believe. We've got some more infantry underway. Well, these are actually for the headquarters. Mostly in Japan, I believe. Oh, well, yeah, mostly in, like, the southern front. For the time being. Later on, we might attach some more later, or to other units as well. When do we get the next wave of industry? Okay, well, it's going to start in, like, January and February, and then it's March when we get maturity of that. What are the oil rigs? We're going to get some in November. We did already get 1 recently. Yeah, that one. These 2 are going to take a little bit longer. And then the petroleum refineries, these are going to be done in June. That's in August. That's in May. So we are building a decent bit of those, but it's just going to take a while before it's going to have much of an impact. But I do see that we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, take the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.